you some experimenting that I'd like to do. There isn't a system that I'm following, and I'm not claiming to instruct you on anything. So what you're seeing is just watching someone do what they do in their studio, but I really needed to test my glazes, so I thought I'm going to make a 4-week series on how I'm going to test them, how I'm going to store them so that I can retrieve them quickly, but the most important thing is I want to stretch the commercial glazes I have. Look here, this doesn't look like much. These are some of the glazes, and if I go on this side, I have a bucket down here, and then I have buckets against the wall. I probably use, on average, about 5 of them, give or take, switching out every now and then. I'll use another handful, which would make 10. Out of all the glazes, I figured I have over 100 different glazes in here. I know. So I use 5 to 10 out of 100, so well, that's 10%, right? So I use 10% of my glazes. Here I do have some test tiles. Now I don't want to redo, I don't want to fix something that's broken. Some of these are actually good test tiles, even though they're not going to be in the uniform style that I'm going to be creating for this project. I am not going to retest some of these glazes, but I do have some of my under glazes right here on the same clay, and I have already done that test, so I'm not going to be doing that. I really want to get towards the stretching of the glazes. Okay, what I'm hoping to do is take, say, deep olive speckle and take a colonial white, which I have in a bucket over there. And I want to be able to take, I'm going to be taking these glazes and mixing them together. Yes, there's layering. You can do one on top of the other and then switch it around. But I haven't really seen any examples of where they would take 2 types of glazes and mix them together and test them and see how they flow. I want to make sure when I'm testing that all of the glazes are consistent with each other. I don't want to start messing around with doing an earthenware and a stoneware, high fire, low fire glazes. I want to try and make it so the properties of each one are as identical as they can be, but just different colors. So if it says this fires to cone 5 and that fires to cone 5, I want to mix them together. Now my motivation behind this is I have so many glazes in my workshop that I've never used, never tried, never tested, don't even know what they really look like except by a picture. I want to mix my own glazes, but I have a really big challenge with being wasteful. So I need to start using what I already have, your acres of diamonds, finding that that diamond may actually be in your own backyard, and that perfect glaze I have may actually be a combination of 2 or 3 of these commercial glazes that I already have. I'll share that system as I go along, but let me just go ahead and start sharing with you this week how I made my test tiles and why I did what I did. I wanted to get the biggest impact I could out of each tile, so let's go ahead and I'll start sharing that. Okay, I wanted to explain my test tiles to you a little bit. This is the form that I came up with. Let me share this one right here. They're still greenware, so they're a little bit fragile. Okay, this is the test tile that I came up with. It has multi-uses, and that was the goal. It took me a while to come up with it. But just looking at this here right now, I already know that I want 3 different layers of color. So one layer is going to stop about right here, and then the next one will be here, 2, and the 3rd layer will be actually at this end right here. The reason I'm starting here is I do still want to see the bare clay underneath, because that will also give me a way to compare this color to that. But the sole purpose of this actually is I know I'm going to have 3 different colors here. Now the reason I texturize the top is not all the test tiles are the same. I may want to do something different with them, with each one. So let's say this is a flat glaze. I may want to see what it looks like with a gloss over the top. So what I'll do is I will cover one side with gloss. I'll be able to see how it dips, how it breaks over the edges. I'll be able to see what it looks like shiny. I also have matte and satin glazes, so I can actually try a matte or a satin glaze. Okay, on the bottom I impressed numbers, which I will have a list that is hanging next to my samples to tell me what exact glazes I used on which chip. This is actually also going to be my wash side. Since I do a lot of black wash and a lot of different colors, I'd like to try using more colors than just black. And to see what that would look like, I'm gonna glaze it, and then I'm gonna wipe it off, and this will show me what my wash sample will be. Now, the reason I made it scalloped on the edges is, since I'm glazing the entire top, when I'm comparing colors, I'm going to want to interlace them like this, because I thought that would be the best way to be able to look at them and say, ah, okay, and you can actually see, if this color extends out to the end, I'll be able to see what it looks like within, and really closely side by side together. I'm just going to let these dry this way. I realize when I touch the edges here, the drier they get, the more I realize these little puzzle piece edges are going to crack off. So I just want to put them in one place, and when it's time to fire, I'll just put the whole entire kiln shelf in at one time. Well, that's week on making the test tiles. Now I just need to wait for them to dry, and then I'm going to be shoving them in the kiln, but not alone. So I need to actually get on my wheel and start hand building some stuff, because there is no way I'm doing a full kiln load with that many little test tiles. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week I'm going to actually start sampling some glazes. I may start making some test tiles of glazes that I've never seen before. Like I said, I have these ones already, so I really don't want to duplicate myself and make this as time efficient as I can. Also, I'm going to show you my organizing strategy, my coding and organizing strategy. So hope you guys enjoy. We will see you next time. Well, it's nice to sit down and I can share with you. I missed everybody. I took some time off and didn't do a whole lot of pottery or anything in the studio, and I missed everybody. So hello everyone, glad to see you. But just wanted to share what's been coming up. This Saturday I'm actually going to be taking my things downtown to an art studio, an art gallery. It's called Miss Lynn Art Gallery, and it's I'm excited about it. I had to get my pieces juried, so they had to accept them in for this time around, because I'm a first timer. And yeah, so I'm gonna take it down there. And that show, I believe, is for a month, and it starts from the 15th of July to the 14th or 15th of August. And so come down to the Third Thursday Art Walk if you're in Modesto. 3rd, Thursday art walk, and they're going to have an artist reception, and you know, they have food, and then you get to look at the art, and there's some beautiful pieces in there. I know a lot of people that are going to be putting their work in, so I'm excited to see them too. Also, today, I had a great day today. I got to spend some time with a friend, Nicole. If you're watching, I don't know if you are, but we're going to be doing a show together at the Chartreuse Muse this fall, and so she does beautiful artwork. Now she does gorgeous stuff, and it's colorful and vibrant and fun, and our personalities go really well together, huh, Nicole? Huh? Kind of alike, aren't we? So anyways, I can't wait for that show. It's going to be really fun. The people at the Chartreuse Muse are so nice, and we're excited to do it, and we did some brainstorming. It was so much fun. But anyway, that's what's going on in my world. Hope you guys are having a great time. I'm going to be making some other pieces. I am not just going to fire my bisqueware. I'm just not going to do it unless I have a ton of stuff to go in there, so I need to get busy. I'll share some things on Facebook. If you want to join me on Facebook, you can actually see, I may post pictures of what I'm doing along the way. I'm just not going to be taking videos while I'm doing them. That, I think this time, it's going to be hard because I realize it's such a habit to be taking videos while I work. But it's really great when I don't, because then I can think clearly and get into the clay. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.